to another episode of the Fourth Down Podcast. We are down one member today because he is under the weather. But, we still got the same quality, the same content. What's going on, fellas?
What's up?
I ain't gonna lie, real quick. I do gotta say, my boy, he did, talk to Dre earlier. He's doing good, but he did want something to say. Just want to put it out there.
Mm-hmm.
He said, and I quote, "The Cowboys lost. It's still go Birds, dickhead." So, just had to make sure.
Yeah, man. Hey, make sure y'all taking them meds, taking that medicine, bro. That Robitussin, that Dayquil, that NyQuil. Get all that in you.
Cold weather can get you out here, get the sniffling.
Put a hat on, wear a coat
on. Yeah, man. We can't be moving around like it's still spring.
You're not too cool to put on a coat, bro. Like a hoodie right now ain't gonna cut it.
We sound like
don't
with that line, yeah.
Before you leave the house,
it's pneumonia weather. Hey, but it was a really big weekend for a lot of reasons. If you're a wrestling fan, you know that this weekend was John Cena's very last match. Leek, I want to start with you because you've been tapped into the wrestling scene all year. As a fan, like, what did it mean to you, like, watching that match? Like, take us through the emotions you went through when you watched it.
So it's actually kind of crazy. So, cause like, and I've been telling people, like, I wasn't the biggest like John Cena guy. Like growing up, when I was into it real heavy, I was more of a like Randy Orton, Jeff Hardy, obviously that's like everybody's favorite for real. But like, I just gravitated more towards like the villains and the enigmas. John Cena was always like the superhero, the good guy,
Goody two shoes.
And it's like, that
like
added
heels.
to, right, and exactly. And it's like that added to, the whole, stigma behind him. But as far as on the emotion tip, it's kind of crazy because like, I don't know, it was like, the feelings didn't really hit me until like I want to say like Friday night when like a bunch of pages and people were posting like tribute videos, like post about him, and I was just sitting there, and it was like that was one of them things. It was like, damn, like I started really thinking about it, and the whole thing is like I really watched this man's entire career, and it's just like I don't know. I feel like it does speak to just like it's different if John Cena was just like a regular guy that put in 20 years into the business, but like he really did so much good just for like obviously the business and sport of wrestling, but then outside of that, like John Cena's reached like globally across the world, like just a whole bunch of people. So I ain't gonna lie, I on some real shit. As a grown man, I shed a tear or two at the end when he threw his little tribute video. Even he was it really hit for me when like the guys in the video were talking about him and they was crying, and then the camera showed the scene in the ring and he started tearing up, and I was like, oh damn, man. So just overall as a wrestling fan, like it definitely was something cool to see, and I feel like just as a fan of like sports and just as a fan of like something period, it's always good to see like, that the person you're a fan of go through their entire career and just like finally get that ending that they always wanted, you know what I mean? So it was definitely a good moment.
I thought it was real cool seeing like all the sports pages post them, like, because he wore like all of their jerseys.
That was definitely.
So it'd be like the Cavs, the Sixers, MLB, the whole MLB account.
Yeah,
you know
Celtics,
what I
mean? He from Massachusetts. So
I thought it was so cool, bro.
Yeah.
What did you go through?
I mean, I got a similar sentiment there in the terms of like I grew up watching wrestling, ever since I was a child, and John Cena was never my favorite, but he was always likable. Meaning, like, he wasn't my personal favorite, but you definitely didn't want to miss the match he was in. And you could recognize that, I think, universally around anybody who was tapped into wrestling at the time. Because everybody had their picks, like you said, you was a Randy Orton guy, Jeff Hardy guy. I mean, I was an Edge guy, Rey Mysterio guy, Randy Orton and all that. Yeah, Undertaker. But you get what I'm saying? Everybody has their favorites. Right. But yeah, if John Cena's on that card, you watching the match.
Facts.
So it was a lot of respect there. I thought it was cool to see a lot of the OGs come out. I thought it could have been a little bit more than the current roster, plus like 6. But
yeah, it's funny. Not to cut you off, but to speak on it, I really did kind of think I was going to be like some more guys that like, granted, maybe not even like still in the business, but like I thought there was going to be some more people come out there and show support.
That's what I'm saying. So basically, like they had the whole current roster come out at the end for anybody that didn't see it. But as far as like the legends, they probably had maybe about 6 or 7 in the stands. You know what I mean? There was Rob Van Dam and Kurt Angle and Trish Stratus and a couple of them. I thought it'd be a little deeper than that. I thought it would be a little bit, Batista, Taker, all of them, like the true legends.
Taker was there.
Taker was there?
Taker was there. Batista wasn't. I really thought Batista would be.
I didn't see.
Undertaker came out at the end when everybody walked
came
out.
He kind of blended in then with the crowd.
Yeah, he was like, I ain't gonna lie, he was one of the first couple people that came out, and he was like, he had like shades on and just stood on the side of the ring for real.
Yeah,
he was on the side with like Cody, I think.
I saw his tweet where he was like, after John Cena's first match, he said, "Good job," and then he was like, after
Yeah.
so many years in the business,
Yeah.
I once again tell
Tell
you,
you good job. Yeah, he did put out a statement, you know what I'm saying, just to tell John, you know what I'm saying, thank you for everything you've done for WWE. But at the same time, like I said earlier, I thought it'd be a little bit more on the legend side. I think he got a lot of love for the people that came under him or around him, but not as much for the people before him.
Yeah.
So I mean, and they're old too. You know, it's a whole bunch of reasons why older people can't come. But again, I thought it was a good night overall. But yeah, I just, you know, John deserved what he got. He deserved the farewell tour. He deserved all the love he got. He got love, like you said, from all the sports across every venture in America, at least. And so I think, yeah, it was a deserved night. It definitely was a deserved night.
is there like a specific person that like wasn't there that y'all felt like y'all really wanted to see like chop it up with him, or it's just kind of like
Batista.
Yeah, you said Batista. And for me, I understand the angle of he couldn't be in a match with him because of his contracts, but I just think, and he did give him a little tribute. Edge, he gave him a little tribute in one of his matches. He did do the 5-knuckle shuffle.
I did see that.
But I don't know, man. I think Edge, Randy Orton, and Batista, those three guys, like all kind of came up with him.
Yeah.
And
Bro,
I think they all should have been there.
They did speak about. I watched the video and it was talking about Randy Orton's actually in Saudi
Vacation.
Arabia.
Yeah.
No, he's in Saudi Arabia doing promo for Royal Rumble right now.
Isn't he like a zoo or something? I saw him feeding like a lion or something.
In Saudi, out in Saudi.
That's crazy.
So like, and I ain't gonna lie, that was one thing that they was talking about that kind of was disappointment. They were like, I don't know, what does it kind of say about how the company feels about Randy? It was like they had him all the way out there when yet, you know, somebody that literally came up with, like you said, he came up with him in the business. You would think have him there with him. But I don't know. I feel like I was fixated on Batista just because he was in DC. That's his hometown.
True.
But like I don't know. Batista's a movie star now, so he could be out somewhere doing some movie stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Edge, I mean, I don't know what AEW got him doing right now, but
You know,
Edge could have been in the crowd.
What's
I
so
don't know.
crazy? I seen it's Tony Khan because he's the one that's in charge of AEW. I'm pretty sure Tony Khan did like a little interview with I don't know the guy's name or
That's
whatever.
not the same guy that owns the Jags, is it?
No, I don't think so.
So I don't know. Yeah, we can get in it because I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be confused too.
Let me look
Because the
it up.
dude that owns WWE is Nick Khan, and it's like I'm almost pretty
Okay.
sure that's his son. But
Sure.
point being, Tony Khan did an interview with somebody, and apparently he said that WWE never even reached out about Edge coming to do like being part of that Last Now
Oh,
tournament.
he's saying he would have gave him.
He said he would have,
full
yeah.
pass.
And I ain't gonna lie, I don't know if he was capping, but like, yeah, he pretty much was kind of alluding to the fact that like, had they reached out, like they could have worked something out.
And I mean, I understand though, because you was making the point in past episodes and you know other conversations we had that like John Cena wanted to focus on the future and not the past.
Yeah.
So that's why there wasn't as much involvement of like legends when this tour, you know, took place.
Right.
But again, man, I just don't know how those three aren't there. Edge, Randy Orton, and Batista, I feel like are literally his peers when it comes to, because like Undertaker and all them, they're like older. They kind of,
Yeah,
you know,
definitely beforehand.
they OGs are big brothers.
Yeah, like
But I feel like he went through all that stuff with those three guys.
Like all the people and it's funny you say that, all the guys that were there that showed love as far as on the legend side, those were all already established wrestlers. Like Undertaker was already established, Kurt Angle was established. Kurt Angle was the one John Cena debuted against.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Kurt Angle was already a big star.
Yeah.
Ruthless aggression.
Right, like RVD, well already established. Like, you know, Mark Henry, Trish, they was already well established. So it is kind of crazy to think, like you said, it's like nobody was there that was like, you know, came up with him. But I ain't gonna lie. How do you feel? I want not to get to it, but how did you feel as far as the ending of it? Like, how do you?
The match.
Yeah.
Again, I know the statement of like
They always lose.
they always lose on their way out, right? Because that's how you pass the torch. You can't necessarily pass the torch if you win. That's just like Undertaker. He had to lose the WrestleMania undefeated record on his way out.
I
and
hated
all
that, bro. To Brock?
But even though that's the way things have been done, I don't necessarily think that it has to be done that way every time. And my point is not necessarily for this individual match, but because the fans, because I think when you're Triple H, right, or you know in the past Vince McMahon, whoever's the general manager who's booking the matches, right, you have to know what the fans will want. And in my situation, in this situation right here, we all wanted John Cena to win, even though we know in the history wrestling, wrestlers they lose on the way out, right? So I thought that even though I expected him to lose because of the history of wrestling, I thought it would have been better for him to win going out, because now instead of him doing his tribute, getting this like standing ovation, we got people saying, "You fucked up." And in my opinion, the crowd reaction to that ending kind of messed up the ending, in my opinion, because rather than us doing the standing ovation where we're giving him his props, we're giving a moment where everybody's standing, they're just cussing out Triple H the entire time until the show goes off.
Yeah.
And so in the end, how you talked about, it was a little sentimental because you're like, yo, one of my childhood wrestlers that's been doing it all this time is not doing it anymore. And he's adamant, I'm not coming back. I'm not doing this one-off WrestleMania. I'm not doing any of that. I'm good, right? It's like he can't even get a standing ovation because everyone's so pissed at the ending. And so even if it's the right ending, you got to know fans want to see this guy win if nobody else did. And so now, like I said, you got people standing up screaming, F you, Triple H and all that, when we could have ended it with him winning, throwing his joints up, and then everyone just clapping and standing up. You know what I mean? And he walks into the sunset. And I thought that would have been a better ending, even though that's not the traditional one. So.
Right. Oh, you want to go?
I was going to, I was just going to give like my thoughts on it, just as someone that didn't even watch it, right? But like, I don't know, I guess from an overall OG wrestling standpoint, like I just, like you mentioned it, like it's crazy. Like one of our childhood figures is just like ending. Like I remember being a kid trying to take my shirt off, the way he took it off, like the way he like, I don't know, it was weird. Y'all know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
right?
I know what you mean.
How
Yeah.
and then like on the playground, hitting like, what was it, like the STFU, like his little submission lock.
Yeah.
That was crazy, bro. Like, and then when I think, like you said, like Edge should have been there. I'm thinking like the whole beef where he threw the belt into the lake, where Edge and Lita had that live sex performance and Cena came out and broke it up. Like, I've never been the biggest Cena fan, but like I always watched his matches. And I guess saying that to say, like, where do y'all think like he'll go down all time as like a WWE wrestler, like top 5, top 3, top 1? Like,
He literally is the number one.
Yeah, he's probably
17-time world champion.
well, hey, look, I mean, I didn't know if it was like open to interpretation.
I mean, yeah.
You have you have your favorites, but
Mhm.
if you saying like a actual like the greatest wrestler,
like
Yeah,
the
who's the
guy,
best? Yeah, it's probably him.
not like a Hulk Hogan, not like a
hell no.
Stone Cold.
No.
No,
respect Hulk.
because you got to also look at the longevity of it too. You got to look at the longevity of it. Like Hulk, it probably was Hulk before him, but that's simply because they couldn't develop other wrestlers at the time. So they had to push like Hulk Hogan so much that like it kind of forced him into the limelight, where I feel like Cena kind of stole it.
Yeah.
Like the company didn't want to put Cena, but Cena was so charismatic and the people loved him so much that they had to build his character. Whereas like Hulk Hogan, he kind of came in and he turned the business up. But then they realized that he was so big, nobody else could even reach his level. So it hurt them on the development side. And so that's why they had to force him to do all these different things that he did in his character development, even going heel when he went to NWO. So in my opinion, like Cena probably is the best. He's not my favorite. He's not my favorite, but he probably is the best.
He's definitely the best.
But I was about to say, how did we didn't ask how you felt about it as well. So
yeah, so it's just kind of crazy. Like I've been seeing everyone's opinion on it and like how they felt, like literally how you felt. They feel like Cena should have went out on top, had his big moment. I don't know, call me.
But it's only because I'd rather him have had a standing ovation than FU chants at the end.
And I agree with you on that. Definitely with like them screaming FU to Triple H for like damn near 10 minutes straight.
Yeah.
It definitely tainted the moment at the end for sure. But I don't know, like I guess it's because like I look at it more side on the business side of it. Like what is it doing for like what in my mind, I think about it like this. What would have John Cena going out on top and winning done for WWE moving forward?
I mean, I don't know. Does the Elder do that much for him? I mean, Gunther beating him doesn't necessarily push Gunther, in my opinion.
Okay. Point being, before we started, I asked if niggas have seen the clip. There's a clip of Gunther leaving the arena the other night, and I'm not saying like, granted, it's other wrestlers that had to go through this before, but it just speaks to like where this is going. Gunther making Cena tap out and winning over him and having that moment. Literally, they had to have like police security escort this man because
I saw that joint. Oh, that's what you talking about.
That video,
yeah,
yes.
I seen that joint.
Literally, bro, this now just gave us a de facto #1 heel Gunther is now about to be probably one of the biggest heels moving forward. And you got to think about John Cena's mindset. What has John Cena always been on? Like, I want to do what's best for the business. I want to make sure the company's good. And he literally said he said, I want to leave the company in a better place than where it was when I started.
In my opinion, watching, not to cut you off, in my opinion, watching throughout the year, I didn't watch it as consistently as you. I picked and chose the nights that I watched Raw. I thought Gunther was already the best heel in the business. From what I was watching. Like,
yes.
Outside of Cena going heel himself.
So, all right, the way I looked at it, and you probably might have seen it. Did you see it every time when like Dirty Dom would come out and the crowd literally won't even let him get a word in?
Yeah, but that's on a lower level though. Like Dirty Dom's not fighting for WWE championships. He's fighting for Intercontinental.
But I'm saying though, as far as like you gotta think about it, like literally, the fact that everybody is literally hating that what happened, it literally means that WWE did the right thing. The reaction, the emotion, the fact that they literally think about when Undertaker lost the streak, everyone's faces in the crowd. It was the biggest moment, the biggest thing ever, and moving forward for the WWE for a minute. Bro, think about it. Think about literally the faces in the crowd that we just seen on Saturday night.
Bro, when he tapped, everybody was like,
"Yo!" Like it just no one believed it. It was literally like from Halliburton to 10-year-old kids. Like they all was.
Halliburton said
he was literally part of the memes. Like yo, so it's just like. I don't know, like,
and then John Cena smiled right before.
That was so weird. That ain't gonna lie. That was the weirdest part to me. Like, cause it was just like, I don't know. One thing I will say, I'm looking forward to like in a couple years when like the story comes out about like really like what was going on with the booking. Like if John Cena really comes out and says like, oh, I didn't agree with this, I didn't like that. Like I am interested in seeing that. Cause like I will say like to a degree, like the whole retirement run, was it the best? No, but it still gave the fans what they wanted. You know what I mean? It gave they a chance to see Cena in the last time. Because I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people kept saying, like, he could have did more dates. But WWE only had gave him 38. Ooh. So, like, he could have did way more. But, I don't know. Like I said, as far as the ending, though, like, I just feel like, moving forward, I just feel like the ending is what we needed. Like, as far as WWE fan, like, I know a lot of people were hurt and wanted to see, like I said, you know, like Dorian said, John Cena go out on top, do his thing. But it was like, I just feel like I said, knowing John Cena, knowing how he wanted it, like, it literally... Gunther is now going to be the number one heel moving forward. And Gunther can also put over so many wrestlers moving forward. Like, it's going to be so many guys now coming up that are going to be getting, like, that are going to have so many, like, opportunities to get in the main roster and move up because they go against Gunther. And I ain't gonna lie, Gunther, one thing that I will say, he is probably one of the best, like, technical wrestlers. So, like, he's going to always have a good match as long as the other person he's fighting, like, he can always make a match good. You know what I mean? And I
also didn't like the fact that I don't mind the match having, you know, these memorable moments, but the memorable moment of the match being the fact that they're just going back and forth between the FU and or I guess it's called the Attitude Adjustment now. I swear it used to be called the FU.
It did. No,
but it is.
The Attitude, them going back and forth between the Attitude Adjustment and the Sleeper, just back and forth, back and forth. I thought it got old after like the third time, but I think they did it like 4 or 5 times, and I was like, y'all are just filling space. Like, I thought it could have been a little bit more well thought out in that sense. But I wasn't mad at the match in total. I just wish that we would have left clapping for Cena and not saying F Triple H.
I kind of was mad at the match a little bit because, like, only because, and I mean, I don't know, maybe he just really was at his limit. Like, John Cena was finally done, but it was just like, I want, like, on what match was it specifically? He had a crazy match with, like, Dom, and then he had a crazy match with Randy. Like, he just, it's like, the move sets that he was doing, the things that he was out there going crazy with those matches. And I just thought, like, as we watching, I'm like, all right, John, do it. Let's get a little, you know what I mean? But he kept it simple. Just did his moves, did his, 5-knuckle shuffle. Like you said, the STFU, the FU, and just get it off the top rope. And I was like, I thought this was going to be it. But no.
I saw a clip where it was like he wanted to prove that, like, he can actually wrestle. So I saw him doing stuff like Hurricane Ranas. I saw him doing, like...
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
those matches.
jumping up, like, and I've never thought he couldn't wrestle, right? But, like, for him to, like, do all of that, I thought it was unnecessary.
I mean, yes and no. It's nice to see it, though. Like, shit.
I mean,
because I was on, not saying like that, but I'm not saying I didn't. Obviously, I know the man can wrestle, but after a while, it's just like, you kind of hear it and you're like, damn, he literally is doing the same 3 to 4 moves. Like,
I mean, but doesn't every wrestler do that? Like with Triple H, when he was like building momentum, he would do the knee, the spine buster.
Oh, the little.
No, yeah, and it's like you got your signature as in your finishers. If that's how you keep it. Basically, you got the signatures and your finisher moves. Like, and that's cool. But there's like, all right, what you doing in between besides just punching guys, shoulder tackling, throwing them against the rope, and like just slamming them down, like. show a little bit of creativity. You know what I'm saying?
You got to build your finisher meter, right? So you got to do what you got to do.
So what I'm saying is, yeah,
I ain't going back to SmackDown.
do a Hurricane Rana or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, it just, I don't know. Point being though, like I said, like just as far as the whole on the leave it on the Gunther thing, I think it was the best thing to do. I think going forward, like we're gonna see that it was literally like and also now it just shot Gunther up completely. Like he was already a star, but now it just shoots him up to superstar level.
Well, y'all ain't want to go. It was right in DC, right down the street.
You had $800 in nosebleeds.
Hey, my man's went down there. My man's was there.
I'm not sitting in the nose.
He afterpaid it. I ain't gonna lie, he afterpaid it.
Hey, listen, I gotta listen. I have a thing when it comes to sporting events. If I can't sit close, I'd rather watch it at home.
I feel him.
But you still seeing it with your own eyes.
I get
the TV. I see it on TV. The TV's better than the nosebleed.
But you can feel
there's points. Look, y'all both right, but like, I don't know. I'm gonna side with him on this one. Like,
look, I just went to my very first NBA game, the Sixers and the Lakers, right?
For real?
Yeah, and
that's your first one.
That was my first NBA game. Yeah,
I still never been to one.
For real?
So I'm not real close. I'm up there with Allen Iverson and Wilt Chamberlain jerseys, bro. But like, I can see the whole court, bro. Like, I can see everything, and it still looked good. I felt the energy in the arena. I watched.
Bro, you can sit on the 100 level at a Wizards game for about 110.
Who wants to watch the Wizards?
You're not going for the Wizards. You're going for the other team,
bro. That's why everyone goes to watch Braun.
But I saw Braun and I saw Joel.
Where'd you see Braun? Oh, you just said they
Lakers. Yeah. So I'm just saying though, I still enjoyed that experience.
Wait, is that a game where he he turned y'all up real quick?
He went crazy and then he went down the court.
It's just the fact that you try to throw I saw Joel and Braun in the same thing. Like those complete, like they're not on the same level, but okay.
I was breathing the same air as them. But yeah, no, literally like it's just like I get that my seat was high, but I still got to see it in person.
No, I can understand taking advantage of your first chance to go to a basketball game. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm saying if the tickets are $500+, I'm not going to pay for that unless I'm close.
Like that's really all it was about. Like and based off that arena, yeah, bro. Like come on, it was literally $800.
And then it's wrestling. It's not football, right? With football, you can still see everything. That's
on a wrestling. I'm gonna be real with you,
big, bro.
I've been like, all right. So you've been in the CFG arena, right? Mm-hmm. So you know it's not like the biggest or whatever.
Yeah.
So I went to the Holiday Live show, the WWE Holiday Live show last year, and I got tickets like right there at like next to the barricade where they walk out. I'm not gonna lie to you, the arena's not that big, so like it probably wouldn't have been too bad. But I could just like. Like you said, it's a wrestling show. The ring is really not that big. Like if you think about it, it is big, yeah, but it's like in an arena, like the Capitol Arena. Exactly, it's like
you can still look at like the center like monitor.
At that point, you could watch that at home.
Yeah, you got me.
I could be smoking a blunt.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch
chilling.
I'm gonna watch the jumbotron for $500.
That's what I'm saying. That's crazy.
No, you got me. Yeah, y'all got me. Any last points on Cena's last match or?
Nah, just well-deserved career, man. And I know we probably see him in some movies or something, but
sure, yeah.
I don't know. I just felt like I don't know. I know he's not gonna wrestle again, but I really am on some like this ain't gonna be the last he is in WWE, but it might really do be.
He might come to a match, but he won't.
That's what I'm saying.
He won't be working.
Yeah, no, I know.
He'll be in the stands.
It's never gonna be no more Cena wrestling though, for sure. But I just feel like
y'all really believe him. Like you feel.
Yeah, no. He's.
I ain't gonna lie. He did a last interview recently.
Yeah, with Pat McAfee.
Yeah, it was like he's done. He's for sure done.
No, I think he literally just not necessarily fell out of love for it, but it's time to move on.
He can't even do it.
Yeah.
He can't.
It's his body.
It's his body. Yeah, it's like 50 something.
Well, I mean, we was just talking about live sporting events, and I feel like we have to mention a really big live sporting event coming up. What is it? Next week? This week? This week?
Sunday.
This Sunday? Yeah. Patriots play the Ravens.
Goddamn.
And in Baltimore. What do y'all think the spread is? You know, the y'all are actually favored.
I hope so.
Are we?
Y'all are actually favored.
I hope they're favored so I can get some more money on this game.
The Lamar Jackson effect. But what are you guys looking for in that matchup? Who do you think wins? Is it gonna be close? Are y'all going?
You want me to start? Or you want to say?
I'll go ahead. I'll give my opinion. And this is just like off of just really like just from what we've seen recently. Just like I think it's only gonna go one or two ways. It's gonna either be a close game, or y'all might scrape us. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna just be so real. Like it's just gonna be one of them things. I only say I feel like it'd be a close game because granted, it's the Bengals, not the best, but from what I just saw, it seemed like we seem like we kind of. Let me tell you something. Thank you to Vegas Robinson for coming back. I'm so glad you're back. and I'm so glad you know. Because let me tell you something. It seemed like we couldn't get shit going as far as pressure until that man came back and got 2 sacks, and he was just making Joe Burrow run around like he couldn't even fucking get time to think in the pocket. But like you said, the defense was definitely clicking again. So I feel like that's really. I'm glad I saw that, and I feel like moving forward, if we can keep that together, and you know Lamar can. At this point, I don't even know if it's a thing to say like, oh, can Lamar get healthy? It's just like.
Can he survive, basically?
Yeah, just like, you know, I just want him to be able to still like put up good games, you know. I want like even Lamar being game manager, I feel like is still better than half the quarterbacks in the league.
So what do you think? Before we go on our spills about the Patriots, like what do you think is what do you think is the best thing that y'all have going for you that can help y'all beat us, and then what do you think could hurt y'all the most against us specifically, right? Not like, oh, this is our problem, but like I don't know
specifically, y'all.
Yeah.
No, because I've been trying to watch a couple Patriots games lately, and I mean obviously y'all still would know more as far as how the team operating than me, but I feel like if, like I said, like I was just making the point about the defense and the getting pressure. I feel like if we can get pressured and we can kind of make Drake move around a little bit. Obviously, you know, we've seen him make plays moving around, but
he
like
got them wheels.
I just feel like if we can like, you know, keep him from, you know, keep him guessing, you know, keep him from being like, oh, I can't just sit here and be comfortable and make this throw. Like we got to keep him uncomfortable. So I will say, as long as the line can get pressure, I feel like that'll work for us in our favor. And you said what something like as far as what y'all do that'll hurt us. I mean,
like what's a weakness of your team that you can see like getting exploited?
Secondary, tackling, anything like that. Yeah.
at this point, catching, like, and it's not even to be funny. Like, I don't know what the issue is right now. Like,
I saw the Zay.
yo, we're
drop
professional.
that,
Yo,
yeah.
it's like, yo, and the thing that, all right, so what pissed me off was the commentary on Sunday against the Bengals really tried to sit there and tell us as fans to cut the guys some slack because their fingers was cold as professional wide receivers. And I was like,
They're getting paid millions.
and
All you
I
have
was
to do is
like,
catch the
don't get me
ball.
wrong. I was like, I get it. I get it. It makes a difference. But I'm like, bro, the ball hits you in the chest. You should be catching the ball. Like, I shouldn't watch the ball come in, bounce out your chest, and you just sitting there like this. Like, exactly. So, it's crazy enough to say, like, I don't know. I just feel like, and it's like, I don't want to sound like a typical Ravens fan, but I feel like we're gonna be the ones that fuck us over if we do. Not saying that y'all wouldn't play a good game and, you know what I'm saying, do what y'all need to do, but if it really came down to it, I think the Ravens, we literally are the ones that are always beating us. We are always beating ourselves.
That's what happened the last time we beat you. I don't know if you remember. It was up in Foxborough, Cam Newton.
Cam?
And
Yeah,
it was like
I remember,
a
yeah.
monsoon game. It was a lot of drops.
It was a monsoon in the
It
third
was literally, it
quarter.
happened in like, it happened at the end of the game.
Look, I'm just saying that, but a lot
we
of people
was
were
hanging
like,
in there. We
Bill
was hanging
turned on
in
the
there
weather
with
machine,
Cam.
right? So,
But nah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, of course, I think we're gonna beat y'all. The main reason I think we're gonna beat y'all, you know, we just took our L against the Bills. I'm not gonna be the butthurt fan, and it was some bad ref calls and all that. But
100%.
at the end of the day, we still had the ball with a chance to win the game, right? And we didn't execute the 2-minute drill. So I don't like to blame the refs if we ended up with the ball last. You know what I mean? Because it's like, yo, despite all that, you still could have won.
Right.
So I never try to be that person. But again, we were on a 10-game streak and we had 4 left. And I thought that, okay, we can't win every game. We're going to drop one. I thought we was going to win the game last week and drop this one. But because we lost that game last week, I think that puts us in a better position to win this week because Vrabel is one of them coaches that like will put a fire under your head.
Yeah, bounce.
I don't think that whatever beat it. Drake May had a statement that he said in the post conference where he was like they said what's the biggest thing you learned from this loss? He said the biggest thing we learned from this loss as a team is don't let it beat you twice. Right? So what I will tell you is if you are watching film on the Bills and how they were able to beat us, you won't be able to beat us the same way. Now I'm not gonna say we're guaranteed to win. But yesterday, they ran the ball all over us.
That's what I was about to say. I was about to say, like, my biggest concern is Derrick Henry because our best run stopper is still on IR, Milton Williams, right? So, and it showed because the last time we played James Cook, he ain't even had 50 yards. Yesterday, he had over 100, right? So I was concerned with that. And I'm always concerned with Lamar, you know, scrambling, doing all that.
But that's the thing, though. Lamar not taking off like he used to. So I think the best way we're going to go into this game approaching them is we're gonna dare Lamar to throw this ball. We're gonna dare him. We got Gonzo, we got Carlton Davis, can Zay Flowers, can D Hop and Bateman. Can they beat us? And when it's time for Lamar to drop back, can they beat us? Can their route running succeed? Can they get open and can they score? because that's how I think they're gonna have to beat us because we're gonna force them to do it that way. We know that we just gave up 100 yards plus to James Cook. You think we about to let that happen to Derrick Henry? I guarantee you, we're gonna sell out on the run and say our corners are better than your receivers and beat us that way. And we're gonna probably don't even play man. We're probably gonna play a lot of zone, a lot of soft zone, and we're gonna tell Lamar find the holes.
League, before you respond, I want to ask you the same question you just asked League. Like, what challenges do they present to us that would be besides the whole like Derrick Henry? Like, is there anything defensively that they could do to really like bother Drake May or?
I think they have a lot of veteran rushers, right? And when I say that, I don't necessarily think they're going to have consistent pressure on us, but situational pressure probably will be a thing for us because we still don't have Will Campbell back. So, guy like Kyle Van Noy, who played for the Patriots, right? He know the system. He don't know the system in terms of everything new that we've implemented, but just the basic foundation of it. So when he sees little things, like when he sees Jared Wilson pulling a certain way, I've seen that play before, right? I'm going to shoot it. Instead of, a typical player who hasn't played the offense will kind of read it. He ain't reading. I know what's going to happen when this guy moves. I'm shooting it, right? So I don't think they're going to have consistent pressure throughout the game, but when it gets tight, that's when I think they might be able to have that pressure that, come and get Drake. So I'm just more worried about how we're going to protect against those blitzes that they're going to do because they also don't trust their forward to get pressure. So they're going to blitz. And that's what I would say.
I don't know if you noticed in the Bills game, bro, but there was not a lot of separation from the receivers when they played a lot of like man.
They was holding, but we're going to do it. We're going to let that.
So like that, I'm concerned with like the Nate Wiggins and the Marlon Humphreys, like, if like our guys can't get open again, if it's gonna be the same type of thing.
I ain't trying to be a fan, but if Marlo on Stephon Diggs, man, we eating. I'm gonna let y'all go with that. Please put Marlo on Stephon Diggs.
Liga, you had yeah, there you go.
Like, man, fuck that. My guy's been holding this shit down lately. And what's so crazy? Nah, fuck that, man. We ain't going for that. My guy's been holding shit down lately. My boy, I need him to be healthy. Woozier, Chadubier, Woozier, he got to be healthy. And it was so crazy is, I did not think going into the season that he would.
Oh, he's like that.
Yo, he like that. He's in some games he was the number one corner. Fuck it, I just say it. That boy was the number one corner. I've watched him literally cover JJ and Jamal like it was nothing for him.
So y'all putting Wiggins on Booty?
What's so crazy? I feel like we sometimes we go into a game and like I don't know if it's specifically because I ain't gonna lie, I don't really care that much but I don't know if like we're gonna go in as like going in like you got to get this guy, you got to get this guy, or if it's gonna just be situational, see where things go, kind of let them. Because I ain't gonna lie, who would be your fastest guy? I don't really know y'all.
Fastest?
Who's the fastest?
Probably Pop.
It's Pop, right?
Kyle Williams. Pop, but Pop gets more snaps.
I was gonna say Pop more on the field though, right?
Yeah.
So honestly, Nate probably gonna stick him a little bit more just because on the speed wise. I'm sorry, me personally.
Then we got Booty and Diggs on the boundary.
I'm sorry.
You're not scared of Diggs?
No, he can. He can fuck us up. I'm not saying he can't, but like, and that's the thing. Diggs would never like. Diggs was always it's his route running that scares you. It's not
he's more of a 10 catches for this many yards.
Yeah. And so like, don't get me wrong.
He's not gonna go. Yeah.
Much as I love Marlo, I know Marlo. You know what I'm saying? He give up some shit, but I ain't gonna lie. I trust in the Marlo enough to know like he might make that play that's gonna make.
So you trust him? You trust him to guard the route runner over the explosive guy?
Yes.
Okay.
At his age and right now, yeah.
So
considering literally, I watch Marlo go down at least like twice a game and just rubbing his hamstring. And he had his massage. And it's like it's. I'm not even trying to give him shit. It's just how we are. It's where we are now.
Diggs hit him with off the line, and then he
hit him with a little whip route.
Yeah, look. And if that's the case, then a Woozier swap.
That's what I'm saying. Like Booty.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's gonna be situational.
Booty's probably our most explosive receiver. He's probably caught the most like downfield touchdowns.
Woozier probably not in. Woozier gonna get him because Woozier. What's so crazy is the Vikings game. I literally was scared. I'm like, granted, it's McCarthy, but that first game he played the Lions. It was the.
You mean 9?
Huh?
You mean 9?
Yeah, I'm sorry, 9. When he came out there and he played against the Lions, he went crazy, and that was the week before us. So I'm thinking like, I'm just like, all right, he got a little confidence now. He got that swag. I'm like, it's not gonna look good. He gonna go out there and he gonna try him, but he tried. And my boy Woozier had JJ locked the fuck down. I'm just saying.
I got one word for you. For Lele.
I didn't hear anything negative about him in the Cincinnati game. Like,
So
did he play well?
he did get a pancake.
So,
he did get a pancake.
Yeah,
but
I'm not letting nothing slide.
He also has these plays where he's just like,
yeah, I'm not letting it. Like he did get a pancake, and yeah, okay, the internet wasn't as much on his ass, but it don't take away the. Like, I'm sorry, Falele needs to be banned from the NFL, and I've been telling everybody that like reaches out and say anything, bro, he needs to be banned from the NFL. He's truly a terrorist.
what?
He is a terrorist.
Well, he got to deal with Barmore and my guy Dirty. You lucky Milton Williams ain't there, because Milton Williams would have beat him all game.
I believe you. Like when it comes to Falele, you see, I can't
He
even
can't
say
even
shit.
defend it, bro.
I can't say
defend
shit.
But I do expect it to be a close game, especially y'all at home. Like
Yeah.
I don't expect the Ravens. The Ravens are gritty. Like the Ravens disappoint their fan base from time to time, but they are gritty. I don't expect them to usually just be getting smacked out there. Like that's not what they're built on. That's not what they're about.
I feel like it's definitely like, and now knowing y'all, how y'all coming into the game, like I think it's gonna be a close game.
You think it's gonna be low scoring or?
I think it's gonna be in the 20s.
It ain't gonna be. We're not about to get no 40-40 shootout.
I can see a 28-24 type.
Yeah,
thing.
something like that. Like it's gonna be a good game. The ball gonna get moving. I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be some turnover just because I feel like we both gonna be playing aggressive. And like what you said, like y'all mindset and mentality coming in, like it's not gonna happen twice. I feel that, and I feel like because y'all got that mindset and we got the mindset that we can't lose nothing.
Mhm.
Like we cannot take no more L's. Like
Now the game definitely means more to y'all than us.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
We're locked into the playoffs.
Oh, yeah, dead.
I mean, not technically yet.
Well,
but
I mean,
Yeah,
it would have to
we'll be
be
in
like
the
a
playoffs.
complete
I mean,
meltdown,
even if
right?
y'all
Yeah.
lose the next 3, would y'all still?
It would be like a wild card.
Nah, yeah, we have
11 wins.
So basically, the game against the Ravens only matters for the 1 seed. It doesn't matter for our division.
Mhm.
So we can lose this game and still win our division if we win the next 2. So it's not. We really don't have any like pressure going in besides the fact that we just lost.
Is this what are we 2 games behind Denver now or
No, we won.
just 1?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It matters for the 1 seed, but if we were to lose to the Ravens, as long as we beat the Jets and the Dolphins, we'll still win the division.
No matter what Buffalo does.
Yeah, no matter what. They need us to lose 2 of the next 3. And they also got to win all of theirs.
Yeah.
So, and they got the Eagles. They got the Browns, and then they got the Eagles, and then they got the Jets. So,
Yeah, they
Man, also it's prime time. This shit means something.
I know, bro.
yeah.
But I want to go, bro.
I'm actually mad as
so cold,
bro. I'm
Wait,
actually
wait,
mad. Like,
Are you actually going?
no, I'm not.
Oh, yeah, I'm going.
hurt. You are?
Yeah, I'm going.
Oh, you motherfucker.
I'm still like it's gonna
I
be
mean,
so
like-
cold, bro.
So,
That's
get in the
gonna be-
elements, man.
It's gonna
Put
be
them-
so miserable.
It's not even that. Like, all right. So wait, was the tickets really that? How was the tickets looking? Last time I checked, it was like
400s.
You
For
can
the 100, for the
decent.
100 level.
For the- yeah,
100 level.
after pay it, bro.
It's not bad.
Yeah, throw that joint. Yeah, do what he said.
But all right, I ain't gonna lie.
200 today,
I ain't
200
gonna lie, yo.
Yeah, like
So,
literally.
but these games, I get
No
bougie.
shame.
I get bougie these games when they come to December, January games. Like I need club level. I'm trying.
I was about to say, how much would that be? Like,
Nah, I ain't sitting in the
That's what I'm saying, the club level-
That's probably
Nah.
stat.
Nah, I mean it might be. That's why if you saying like for the 100s it's like 4, because I know for 500s the last time I checked they was like 250, like I mean 3
Mhm.
for 500 tickets. So I'm like, damn.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely gonna be cold. It's probably gonna be 20 degrees, feel like 12 type of night. You gonna need your hand warmers, your gloves, your face mask.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I might. I just might.
yeah.
I'm
So hit that Affirm, that Klarna.
Yeah, like you said, I'm gonna have to go double down on the hand warmers, get some more gloves. Oh, God,
Take a couple shots, you be all right.
not doing that.
Any last thoughts on past Ravens?
No, it should be a good
Well,
game.
is this last football real quick, or we moving off of football, right?
It's gonna be college football, but
Just real quick before we go, like just real quick, these injuries that we just occurred is crazy.
Micah,
Micah,
Mahomes.
It was
Christian Watson.
Yeah, like yo, what the hell just happened this
Yeah.
last week? Like,
a lot of ACLs popping.
bro, I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Part
I
of the
literally
game, though.
watched both of them live. Like I
I did
literally,
too.
it was insane because they turned on the rest of the Chiefs and Chargers game after the Ravens game went off.
Buchanan, for y'all.
And Ted, he just told us, yo,
ACL, yeah.
my boy.
Oh yeah, y'all did.
But nah,
just-
yeah, that
yeah.
no, and that's gonna be fuck. That's gonna play a huge factor against them, against y'all. Like it's
I mean, we still ain't got our left tackle though. I mean, Darian Lowe had 2 false start penalties yesterday in crunch moments, so
No, he
he's
is
bound to fuck up.
off.
but I know, but y'all like Trent Simpson is a freak athlete, but
We
like, y'all
literally-
going
bro,
y'all can probably fuck.
Let me tell you how bad. Let me tell you how bad Darian Lowe is. Look, we have to take our running back and motion him out the backfield to be right behind him to assist in chip blocking.
That's right.
Like, so instead of him being that, you know how the running back in a shotgun situation is next to the quarterback, and then on the hike of the ball, he goes in a direction to catch the block, right?
Yeah.
We don't have enough time for him to pick. We have to move him up to the line of scrimmage so that he's already there as an extra lineman. Like, it's crazy, bro.
Is this week 4? Wait, no, Will wouldn't come back till January though, right?
No, Will is week 18. Milton is 17.
What happened to Will?
He had like a strain. It wasn't a tear; it was a strain.
Did that happen during, or was that something he came into the season with?
Nah,
It was
during
like
the game.
2 weeks ago.
It was like during the game,
Right.
and we put him on IR, so you're out 4 games.
Yeah. Okay. Damn.
So yeah, he's supposed to come back against the Dolphins, and then Milton Williams supposed to come back against the Jets. Yeah, so.
Yeah, no, the injuries are crazy, but I mean, like, I feel like they're no different than like a lot of the other. Oh, you know what? I do want to talk about Phillip Rivers, bro. Like the whole Phillip Rivers
My
thing.
boy,
Yeah.
Like,
Phil.
y'all think that's crazy, bro? Because Cam was like, he felt like that was a smack in the face.
Well, Cam was just being tongue in cheek for clicks, but
All right.
we all know why Cam ain't getting no phone calls.
And it's so
bro.
crazy. Like whenever like the Cam and the Kaepernicks and like it just like I hate going this route.
Is it because it's black?
No.
No, but it's just unfortunate that we just happen to keep being the ones in this predicament.
Mhm.
Yo, the NFL is a business at the end of the
No,
day.
yeah.
Like if you're not finna play ball, if you're not finna abide by
But
what we got going on as far as the team and then behind the shield,
I'm
sorry,
You
you just
telling
not-
me a 44-year-old QB who hasn't played football in 5 years is a better option than somebody that played football maybe 2-3 years ago?
It's not about it being a better option always. It's like, I mean, well, for that situation, he was the best option because he didn't need to learn to play.
Okay, I get that. He knew the system, right?
Really, the only thing in question was his actual ability, right? His IQ and his brain was still there. So that's why he was able to
it
run
was
the
just a
play.
matter if he could literally get the ball down.
The difference is
take a
you
hit.
bring in somebody like Cam Newton, right, who immediately changes your locker room perception. He immediately changes your media perception.
Yeah.
He doesn't know the playbook, so he's already working from behind the 8 ball. There's not too many positives. Now, do I think Cam should be in the NFL currently? Like, yes. Like, in the terms of, I don't think that there are better backups than Cam Newton would be. But the reason he's not a backup is the same reason why Tebow and all them wasn't a backup. We all know it's because these guys they're too big of superstars to be in a locker room and not be like, if you're gonna have that much media in your locker room, it better be for the starting quarterback, not for the backup. You know what I mean? And while Phillip Rivers is a good story, he's not bringing the media like Cam is or Kaepernick. Bruh, forget Cam, right? If a team brought in Kaepernick,
it'd be crazy.
bro.
It would be.
The internet would explode.
It would be
Crazy.
wild. Like
I'm just
It's
looking at
already
it.
like it's just too much. Like, as a coach, you don't want to deal with that, bro. And I wouldn't even want to deal with it. Like, I understand.
and the owners, and then like it like, and that's why it's like I said, I hate going that route, but it's like it's really bigger than just like, oh, can he still play?
That's what I was looking at. It
It's
as,
really
like,
way bigger than it.
Bigger than
Phillip
that.
Rivers is a 44-year-old statue going against one of the league's best defenses, right? And they didn't think that
Look what he did.
I mean, he almost won.
they lost though. They still lost. They still. You look at the stat sheet, it's still an L, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Whatever.
You know what I mean?
He
At the
threw a
end of the
tutty.
day,
But he did. He probably did better than the backups they had on their roster. Riley Leonard, like,
He did better than him, and Riley Leonard played like 2 games. Come on.
I don't know. I just feel like, okay, maybe not Cam, but I'm sure that there was somebody else they could have picked. Bro.
And I feel like what speaks to it also, like Dorian said, he was literally just in that system. Like, granted, it was 5 years ago, but he still knew the system. He still knows the
it's like-
organization. Like, they literally, it was what they were most comfortable with doing. Like, you know what I mean?
so like, yo, we're gonna take this rookie who's never had any success in the league, who just learned our playbook and just got his first start 2 games ago, or we're gonna take the guy who has all the experience and all we got to question is can he run?
And like, I ain't gonna lie, as much as it kills me, you gotta think about it, the Colts position. Like, granted, they probably know that they're not about to go and win a Super Bowl, but they know they're in the playoffs. They know that they're probably gonna get a good chance to maybe win a first game, that first round potentially. So it's like, in their mind, they're like, all right, yeah, let's go get the guy that knows our system, knows what to do, and then he can at least do enough to just get us the game. Because at the end of the day, the game, everything's probably on the shoulders of JT now.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, the
for
Colts
sure.
cooked themselves. They traded their 2 first-round picks away for Sauce Gardner, who also tore his Achilles. So
That is also true.
I've always thought Sauce was overrated, but that's another.
I'm not sending 2 first-round picks for any corner. If I'm sending 2 first-round picks, I need a quarterback.
Surtain?
No. I don't think a corner is worth 2 first-round picks.
Listen, hear me out, brother. I literally have watched Riley Moss get torched all year and be made a meme.
He leads the league
because
in,
no one wants,
pass interference.
bro. And it killed me because at one point I was like, yo, they're just picking on this man, but then it was like, yo, no, they just don't want to throw to the other side of the field. That's all it is. That man PS2 is on his Revis shit, bro. I'm sorry, like
he broke Christian
I
Watson's
just can't. It doesn't. In my opinion, it just doesn't impact winning enough. Like it does impact winning, but I need a quarterback in return for 2 firsts.
Hey, I get it.
Yeah. Teach his own.
I guess I want to move on to I guess the big news in college football. I mean, it's really 2 big stories. I guess I want to start with the Michigan coach and like how he was. For anyone that doesn't know, he was involved in a relationship with one of his staffers.
That Udoka stuff.
And then basically, yeah, and then like he was like he gave her a raise, he promoted her from within. She got like a higher position or whatever, and then eventually like they broke it off. She told the school he got fired. Then he pulled up to her house. He broke into her house, threatened to kill himself and everybody else. Then he got arrested. What did y'all make of that? Like,
I mean, you can't make nothing out of it other than it's just wild. Like you can't support the brother. You can't. You know, you can say like you just wilding, bro. Like you just straight up wilding. Like you in a good position. You're Michigan coach. Michigan's historically the best program in the history of the nation because they got the most wins as a program. It's like, yo, you got the world at your hands and you let your horniness cook you. I mean, it's
another example of why they just never gonna give us jobs. I'm sorry.
I was about to say,
it's fucked up. It's so fucked up. I gotta go that route. But like,
as black,
we're not doing anything to help our case.
I was gonna say, like, as black men, do you think that like it makes us look bad, the ones that like aren't even like involved in that type of stuff?
I mean, I jokingly about it, yes, jokingly, but also like, I mean, no, like. I would like to say like it's not gonna stop them from hiring another black coach, but I mean it like because like Dorian said, you got Emeka Udoka who did this. There's been other instances of guys doing it. And it's just like not to say it like that, but I mean, hey, look, what kills me is not even that the white coaches don't be doing it. It's just like it seems like they're a lot more like they seem to do this for a longer time before getting caught.
Buttoned up.
Yeah, it's like they a lot more polished about their dirt.
He had been under investigation like other times for this exact same thing, right? Like, and this is like they had hard evidence this time. Like they could never like prove it before.
That's crazy.
I mean, he also threatened to kill her.
So I was about to say, so that I seen a picture, like it was like a picture of like some DMs or whatever, but like the messages was erased out. They said like he reached out to some shorty and was like threatening her and shit. So is that true?
I mean, that's what I heard too. Like I heard he
felt
was
like
threatening a bunch of people.
Once they said he got arrested or whatever, I just imagined dude just went into like he just full panic, like he just went into
because he knew it was cooked. He knew it was cooked.
Well, I mean, if he wouldn't have got arrested. He'd have just got fired.
He could have just got fired. He probably would have had a hard time getting moved. But now at this point, he's done. Now he's done.
Yeah, he's in jail now. He literally sitting in jail at this moment.
Yeah, but now he's completely done. Like he could have just.
That's the difference from Udoka. Udoka, he had his little affair and he took the embarrassment and went off into the sunset until another team called him. But this guy, he's like, oh man, I'm going to be the most embarrassed guy. Let me make this snowball more by talking about killing people and stuff. Like, come on, bro.
It did not look good.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, he's cooked. There's no light at the end of the tunnel for him. My bad.
Yeah. You good?
No, one thing because you might have known about it. I didn't really know, but why did Notre Dame not go to the bowl game? Is that what you? Yeah, why?
So,
you know about that?
So all right. I guess the bigger point you was talking about was the college football playoffs, right? College football playoffs are about to start. I'm a big college football fan, so I do be following college football throughout the years. Notre Dame, they thought that they should have got in over Miami. Off of they thought they had bigger, better wins. And apparently they had some type of agreement with the ACC to whereas they weren't in the conference, but they still played a lot of those teams on their record. It was a little weird. They rather work with them than work for them, right? And then we get that from a business standpoint, but that then comes to bite you in the butt when it's time to make the college football playoffs because there's a group of people who vote on who should join, right? Mm-hmm. And if you're not playing conference championship weekend, you don't have anything to push yourself forward if you are on a bubble, right? So whether or not you deserve whether or not you thought they deserved to get in or not, you you would have had another game to play to double down on the fact that you should be in.
Right.
But now, since Duke won the ACC at 7-5, they're not going to put a 7-5 team in the playoffs. So now the ACC championship isn't a part of the playoffs. The only ACC team I think right now is Miami, and they were saying we should be in over Miami because we had better wins than Miami. But Miami, they had a better conference record. You don't even play in the conference, and they beat you head to head. So they got in. You know what I mean?
So it was
So Notre Dame, they're like, oh, we supposed to have this agreement with the ACC, and now you're taking their wins as better wins than our wins, even though we're both playing similar opponents.
Right.
Since you're not putting us in, we're not playing in no bowls. And everyone's like, that's so weak, bro. Because that's like
That's
like taking your ball to the basketball court and you ain't get picked up. So give me my ball. Nobody's playing.
I'm gonna go home.
You know what I mean? I'm going home.
Yeah, like what the hell? What the fuck?
Has that ever happened before?
No, because this is really, we've only had the college football playoffs for about 4 years now, and it's only been this amount of teams for I think 2. So like, no, we've never seen a team say, "Oh, I didn't get in. I'm not participating in bowl week." Period. But now a couple of teams are following suit. Right? There's a couple other teams I saw that said we're not going to play either. And now that's hurting college football because now bowl week is kind of minimized.
I didn't even know that was. I mean, I guess I should have known, but I didn't think that was even an option. Like I thought you're obligated to play the bowl games.
Nah, it's an exhibition game.
Are there any like penalties for like withdrawing? Like
Nope.
They could just
they just choose another team to play in it.
So I ain't gonna lie. This is now. I feel like moving forward, they gotta make some. They gonna have to make some.
Yeah, because otherwise, like
we're just gonna see this keep happening every year.
It's gonna be more and more
because
you got these big programs. You got these big programs like Notre Dame who like, yo, we're not playing for a national championship. We don't care about the Pinstripe Bowl, like.
Right.
And then we already saw kids who go into the NFL for sure. I'm not playing in a bowl game.
I ain't gonna lie. There are some. There like most teams don't even like if they're not playing for anything else moving forward. It's like the guys don't.
So if half your team, not half your team, but if 10 to 12 of your starters are gonna sit out because I want to get ready for the NFL, then you're about to play in an exhibition game that don't count with players who ain't played all year. It's like minute to them. They don't really see the. Now me as a player. Everyone's not going to the NFL. Right. So that might be your last time playing football ever. So I would take advantage of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can go to the NFL, flame out preseason, and never get picked up again. Right. So I look at it like, give me all the snaps I can get before I'm out of here. But I get it. I mean, Jeremiah Love is the top running back in the draft. I'm not playing in no bowl game and blowing my knee out and never playing in the NFL. It just doesn't make sense. So I don't know. They just had a little temper tantrum Notre Dame, but they should join the conference. That's all I was saying.
Yeah,
I mean, like, so, what? I mean, so I just agree. Like we just said, I guess moving forward, they got to start implementing some rules because it's like, what's stopping us from not just seeing each year more and more teams just say, you know what, we're just not gonna play the bowl games. Like, I mean,
a lot of people think that they just gonna remove bowls.
And also, I was going to say
that would just hurt college football in altogether. Then, like,
would that hurt? But I mean. Is that hurting really more so in their pockets, or is like I get that it hurts like players getting chances, but I'm saying like with them like was the NCAA look at that more like we can't have that because we're losing money?
No, because and that's the problem with NCAA is that they don't necessarily govern the sport, so they don't lose money from that because those people who have those promotions or advertisements or whatever that put their name on the bowls, they're the ones who get the money from the bowl. So example like the Pinstripe Bowl or the Duke's Mayo Bowl. Duke's Mayo makes more money off that than NCAA does. So their sponsors are losing more money than they are. The NCAA doesn't really govern the sport well at all. And so I don't think that they would care. The NCAA is focused on the playoffs. They just focus on the playoffs. Yeah, those little small bowls of the 2 6-6 teams, that's not making them no money. So it's really, those bowls are really for the small guys to feel good about their season. When you got most of these kids who ain't going to play no more, or who's going to be doctors and lawyers and all that stuff.
I think they're cool though. Like, I mean, like the themes of them or whatever, right?
So it's just funny though, because I was going through the schedule the other day. Have you read some of these though? Like some of these are actually insane.
Like
There's a Snoop Dogg bowl.
There's a Pop-Tart one, isn't it?
That's fine. That's not.
But that's what I'm
Bro,
saying
like,
though. Pop-Tart
it just
makes
like
more money off that than NCAA does. So you're hurting Pop-Tarts more than you're hurting NCAA.
it's just like
I thought that whole thing was cool though, with like the toaster is going down in the toaster, and then you got the fries, right? What is it like that one was cool.
But so another thing just to throw in there that was controversial about the playoffs was that James Madison and Tulane, they got in as group of six, which is like the non-power five, the group of six teams. Usually they want to put in one, but because the ACC had a 7-5 conference champion, they had room for two. And people were saying that Notre Dame still should have been in over Tulane or JMU because they was like, yo, these teams aren't going to compete. Like, I get it. The little guy needs a chance too, but come on, we want to see the best football. So that's when they get into these debates of like, did we put in who deserves it more or who's going to give us the best games?
It just it sounds like the system in itself is kind of ass.
Yeah, I mean, when you got humans voting on it, they're going to have bias. And a lot of times they're like, yo, we're going to take the team that deserves it, which is JMU. They won their conference and they were ranked. So they were the highest ranked conference winner. That wasn't, Duke. They got in. Like, that's the formula they came up with. So I don't know. Notre Dame really threw a hissy fit about that joint, but we're going to see. College football players going to be lit.
Any last thoughts before we move on to our last
there's
topic?
a Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it just like some of these are just hilarious to me. I just had to go through and look at some of them. Like another one, the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl, Wasabi Fenway Bowl, Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl, Go Bowling Military Bowl.
Yeah, bro.
Serve Pro
those are all sponsored. Those are all sponsors.
Yeah, and it's Scooter's Coffee Frisco Bowl. All right.
Hey, bro, I wanna. It's a lot of music that came out recently. Baby, Shy Glizzy, Wale, 21, Young
Boy ain't dropped yet. He pump feet.
What do y'all listen to right now? Who got your first listen? Who's still in your rotation? Me personally, I ain't gonna lie. That Wale tape, bang, bro. Like, I know that might not be y'all cup of tea, but like Wale joint sound good. 21.
That 21 tape was hard. You tripping?
I mean, it's
like
it's the same thing on every 21 project.
No, it ain't.
I kill people. Better. I have guns.
Actually, he don't even talk about that.
I get women. Right?
He don't even talk about that. Bro. Like, listen. I can tell you have not listened to the entire album.
I listened to it start to finish.
You think that he's talking about killing people the entire album?
No, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. The song he had where he was talking about, like, I wish Dolph didn't go get the cookies. I wish PNB took the chicken to go. I wish... Because
he said PNB.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. But, like, I wish Nip stayed at home with Lauren. Like, that song was hard, bro.
21 last album before this one was not as good as this one. This was a good album. Like, I don't know what standard we have for music now. No, for real. Because if we're thinking we're getting these diamond albums, I think that's past. You gotta take an artist for what he is and not for what you want him to be. And so like you're like, oh, this is all he talks about, killing people. That's what we built him up on.
That's why I'm like, it's cool.
Him rich off of talking about that stuff. So when he give it to you, you can't then be like, yo, we tired of it.
I'm not saying I'm tired of it. I'm just saying it was cool. It didn't.
So do you want drill trap rappers to become conscious woke rappers?
I'm not saying that, but like, maybe they could switch up the sound. Maybe do something different.
These are trap artists.
I get it, bro. But look at Future. Future made an R&B album.
Future is a more developed person than 21, bro. You got to think of what we liked them for, right? You got to think of what we liked them for. That's like, we just talked about sports, right? That's like, oh, you bring a guy on your team because he's a good 3-point shooter, and then you get mad at him because he can't take it to the rack.
Hey, but you look
like him for what he does.
Artists, Wayne made a rock album. Drake made a
Wayne and Drake. These are not these.
I'm just naming artists.
No. All right, but to his point, what he's trying to say though, the guys you're saying as far as the examples you're giving of them being like multi-talent, like doing different like lanes and different sounds. And what you're trying, like 21 is not them guys.
Okay,
like that was a bad example to try to say like, why can't he switch his sound up? Like,
you want artistry from trap drill rappers,
bro. All I'm saying is, I'm not saying I'm tired of it, but I'm just saying like maybe it could be a little different.
Maybe my take is a little maybe this worded a little worded better. I listened to it maybe. I only listened to it one time already. I will listen to it again. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna listen to it again. But off the first listen, I did get that feeling of like, this was like on the beat side of it, because I'm more like I'm heavy on instrumental. Like I really like fuck with the beats heavy. So like my thing was like, all right, I feel like I'm still getting the same dark trap type beats that he got like a couple albums ago, which is not bad, but like, me personally, like for example, on the Savage Mode 2, Brand New Draco, that beat. I love that beat so much. Like I like when 21 raps on tracks like that. You know what I'm saying? So like I would have liked to hear a switch up on a difference, like on that level, like maybe a different beat type of sound. I'm not saying it's crazy.
There are artists who, for instance, in my opinion, I like Gunna. I listen to everything Gunna drop. Gunna's sound has never changed. His sound has never changed, and he succeeds with that same sound. I don't think every rapper has to experiment different sounds. Like I think people can find their lane and stick in it, and you can still like their music. That's what I'm saying.
I think with Gunna though, like I never felt like
the beats changed. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say I never felt like
the beat. Yeah, I mean, I get it.
That's my point of like with 21 and is that.
But I'm saying his initial take had nothing to do with the beat. It was about content.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I felt like. That's why I said maybe like how I felt.
Too, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
But I'm saying I thought he did switch it up in the sense of the people that he had feature on his album. He brought in Glorilla. That was a good song. The song with Lotto is a good song, right? Like that
was probably my favorite off of one first listen. Was
I like the Glow song.
So the Glow song, dog shit. That stuff that song was hard to me.
I didn't like the Drake song.
So in my opinion,
I didn't either.
It felt like
the Drake song was cool.
I didn't really like it that much. Look, and again, like I said, I wanted to hear these niggas on a different beat. That beat was whack.
It felt like Adonis made that beat, bro.
All right,
but again, I mean, I thought the 21 album was good. I mean, I
can't say it's bad. Like
I didn't say it was bad either.
You said
I said it was okay. I said it was cool.
No, now it's cool.
No, I said it was cool.
I thought it was just more so like,
I never
it's okay.
said it was bad. I
didn't say you said it was bad.
I said it was cool,
but it just.
I said it was okay.
All right.
I said Wale's was great. Y'all need to get that a listen if y'all haven't listened to it. I thought Wale's was great.
I like old Wale, but I never really.
Again, and I don't wanna take too much time, but again, like I go into 21 expecting to hear 21. I don't go into 21 expecting him to turn into somebody else. So
I don't know, bro.
If you want to critique like the beats and the production,
and that's what I'm saying. That's where I came from.
But the content,
his initial take.
I'm the bad guy.
No, it's not even that. But your initial take, you literally went off and said, "I'm killing niggas, I'm shooting niggas, I'm doing it." So that was a bad.
That don't get old to you.
That's not what he's saying though. And Dorian's right though. Like I listened to, like I said, I didn't really like it because I'm like, it could have sounded different. I'm gonna listen to it again. It might grow on me, but he's not saying that. Like he's not just saying that. Like trust me.
I guess this is my last point. I guess
I might have liked it better if he was just talking about killing niggas.
I feel like if sound different, I think that applies to both not only beats but maybe lyrics too. Like you just said, if it sounded different, maybe if it was maybe a different subject matter, you might have liked it more.
No, I was joking about that. Don't try to.
All right, man. That does it for another episode.
You tried to. You just tried to like take my dog.
Thanks for locking in with us.
What the fuck?
And as always, thanks for being my friend.
Is there a peace?
Yo.